Hello students, welcome back to the class. Today in this video I am going to discuss the male reproductive part there, that we have started the human reproduction, if you remember. So in my last two videos of this chapter I have done the male reproductive system and the female reproductive system discussion. Now we are going to discuss in this video the male reproductive part there, the spermatogenesis, how the male gamete produced. Okay, so spermatogenesis, how the hormones play important role in spermatogenesis, and also then we will see, if we get time, we will also see the sperm, the constitution, the how the sperm is made, the structure we will discuss. Okay, so let us start today with the topic of spermatogenesis. So our first topic is, let me write here, okay, spermatogenesis. Okay, so sperm genesis or sperm formation. So first information is that this process starts during puberty in the human being. Okay, so how this initiation of spermatogenesis takes place. If you remember my last videos, I have discussed where I have shown the testes, and within the testes the testicular lobules, okay, and then we have seen the seminiferous tubules there inside each testicular lobules. That is the site, the seminiferous tubules, where the spermatogenesis process takes place. And if you remember, we have discussed two types of cells present there. Okay, the male germ cells and the Sertoli cells we have discussed, present in the seminiferous tubule. Okay, if you want, you can see that my first video where I have discussed about all these things. Then you can listen to this discussion. So the seminiferous tubule, the story starts. Okay, the first is the immature. I am writing in small size of letters, so that it should be there in the same board, the detailed discussion. So immature male germ cells. Okay, so immature male germ cells present in the seminiferous tubule, which are also known as spermatogonia. Okay, now these immature male germ cells, they undergo a process that is mitosis. Okay, so mitosis, they undergo mitosis, cell division, and they produces primary spermatocytes. Okay, now if I look at the genetic constituents, the number of the chromosomes there, the immature male germ cells, obviously it is 2n, we are diploid organism. Okay, and as it is mitosis, it will remain 2n in the primary spermatocytes. Okay, this step is known as spermatocytogenesis. Okay, now let's move on. These primary spermatocytes, they will undergo first meiotic cell division. Okay, so I am writing here M1, that is meiosis 1, first meiotic cell division. So that leads to production of two secondary spermatocytes. Okay, so now as it is meiosis, so it will become now n haploid. Chromosome number will be reduced to half, and two cells will be produced in the first step after M1, meiosis division first. Now again this secondary spermatocyte will be undergoing the meiosis 2. Okay, M2. So second meiotic cell division, that is going to produce ultimately 4 spermatids. So that will remain N here. Okay, if you know, the meiosis 2 cell division is as same as like mitosis, so the chromosome number will remain same here. So it was N, it is N in the spermatids. Now this meiosis completed here, and we got 4 spermatids, meiosis division completed. After this there will be no more cell division, right? So what will happen here? Cell differentiation. Cell differentiation. Okay, that is the development of cell. No more division, just now development, maturation. Okay, 4 smartids mature into or differentiated into 4 spermatozoa. Okay, and this is what nothing but sperms, the gametes, male gametes. Okay, so this state is known as spermiogenesis. Okay, that is sperm formation, or this is also known as or spermioteliosis. Okay, now sperm, we got the male gamete formation is done. Very simple process. Now the sperms need to be released from the seminiferous tubule, right? So they write here with release from seminiferous tubule. Okay, so when they released here, so released. Okay, so you write here, oh, this is okay. So released, the sperms are released. Okay, this step where sperms are released from the seminiferous tubule, this step is known as spermiation. Releasing of the sperm from the seminiferous tubule. Okay, and then they from the all the seminiferous tubule, they joined a location known as retitestis. If you remember, the duct that starts from the retitestis, then all the seminiferous tubule joins there. Okay, sperms all accumulated there. So this is what a very simple step of spermatogenesis. So when you will be writing the answer in the examination, first if you can write this flow chart on the top above, you write this flow chart, then you explain this. Or you can do one thing, on the right side you can write this flow chart, and on the left side you can write your explanation on the basis of the flow chart. So if you can first write this one and then you explain the answer, it will be better for you. You can write the answer in your own language. So very simple steps of spermatogenesis. Okay, I hope it is understood. Simple meiosis. Still, if you have any question, okay, please you can ask me in the comment box. Okay, I am always there to help you to solve your problem. Now I am going to the next step, that how different hormones, okay, play a role in this spermatogenesis process. There are many hormones that are going to play very important role. They play very important role in the spermatogenesis process. That is now we are going to discuss. Okay, so first of all what happens is that the role played by the hypothalamus. Okay, so let's write on the top, it is the hypothalamus. If you know that hypothalamus is the part of our forebrain, there are 3 parts: cerebrum, hypothalamus and thalamus. So it is the part of our forebrain. So hypothalamus, okay, it increases the secretion of, so let's write here, increase secretion. Okay, so increased secretion of GnRH. What is the full form? Gonadotropin releasing hormone. So from the name itself you can guess, so what is the function actually these hormones are going to do. Okay, so this GnRH now in turn, okay, acts on the anterior pituitary gland. Okay, so you can write here acts on, okay, anterior pituitary gland. And then this, from this gland, this is the master gland if you know. Okay, now from this gland two gonadotropin hormones are going to release. So it is going to release two gonadotropin hormones. Okay, what are those hormones? I'm just writing in this way. Okay, two hormones it is going to release. These gonadotropin hormones are, one is LH, other one is FSH. Okay, LH means luteinizing hormone and FSH means follicle stimulating hormone. Okay, now what this LH is going to do? This LH hormone is going to act on the Leydig cells. If you remember, the Leydig cells are present inside the testicular lobules. Okay, it exists with the blood vessels outside of the seminiferous tubules. So these Leydig cells, LH acts on these Leydig cells, and the Leydig cells releases androgens. What are these androgens? Androgens are a group of male reproductive hormones or male sex hormones. Okay, and they in turn, okay, you can say they in turn, trigger spermatogenesis. Spermatogenesis. Now I would like to say what are some hormone names also you must know. The group of androgens, some male sex hormones. What are those? Just I'm just writing here. Okay, the name of the hormones. First is, as the most important one, testosterone. Number two is dihydrotestosterone. Number three, androsterone. And number four, dihydroepiandrosterone. So these are some of the important male sex hormones. Now in this case, all of them plays important role, but testosterone have the most important role to trigger the spermatogenesis process. Okay. So if you can remember these names, it will help you. So this part is done, LH function done. Now let's look at this FSH, which is going to play a very important role. FSH acts on our Sertoli cells. Sertoli cells present in the that seminiferous tubule along with the germ cells. The Sertoli cells are first, the major function of Sertoli cell is, I am writing at this side, providing nourishment. Okay, providing nourishment to the growing sperm. Okay, the most important function. Apart from this, Sertoli cells also secretes, okay, some important factors. We are going to discuss here only two factors which are important for you. Apart from this, there are some other factors too. Now, number one, that out of these two, we have first one is inhibin. Inhibin is the factor. Another one is the ABP, that is androgen binding proteins. Okay. Androgen binding proteins. Okay. Now this inhibin is a factor, is a substance which actually gives a negative feedback to the anterior pituitary gland. This is now very important. Okay. This part I am going to show you with a different color. See, this inhibin, okay, sends a negative feedback to the anterior pituitary gland. So it is negative feedback. And as a result of which this gland, pituitary gland, okay, it decreases the secretion, it suppresses the secretion of FSH. Secretion suppresses. Okay, so FSH now going to secrete in a very low amount, and as a result of which it will decrease the spermatogenesis process formation. Spermatogenesis, the process, it will decrease, as a result of which less secretion of FSH. Actually, this action is taken when there is excess amount of sperm starts producing. At that point of time, the FSH needs to be controlled, and inhibin acts as inhibitor, the controlling factor that sends a negative feedback to this pituitary gland, which ultimately suppresses secretion of FSH, and that in turn decreases the sperm formation, spermatogenesis. So very important function here. Now, this androgen binding protein, mainly it is the globulin protein, okay, which triggers secretions of testosterone inside the seminiferous tubule, which in turn trigger the spermatogenesis. So globulin protein, it increases, you can write, increases testosterone, okay, inside the seminiferous tubule, and that ultimately leads to the increased spermatogenesis. Okay, it's increased spermatogenesis I have written here. So this is how the ADP, the androgen binding protein, that is going to act on this. So you can understand that there are many other factors also, okay, that actually helps in spermatogenesis from Sertoli cells. I mean the factors released from Sertoli cells that help in spermatogenesis. So two important factors we have discussed here, which is important for you, okay, and this is what inhibin function I have discussed, okay. So this is the detailed analysis of how the hormones play important role in spermatogenesis. Okay, so this much if you can make a note out of it. Okay, first you make this flowchart. Okay, keep the flowchart with you in your copy. That is going to help you a lot. Okay, to give a quick revision to understand it. And if you can now make out a note out of this, it is going to help you. A total note you will be having with you, on the role of the hormones, different hormones on spermatogenesis. Okay. So last one more topic I am going to discuss here, the sperm structure. Okay, I am rubbing this now. Okay, the structure of sperm. Now many of you feel it's little difficult, little boring how to drawing this sperm and all. Okay, but it is important for you. Okay, you have to know how to draw an accurate sperm. Okay, I'm going to draw this, and if possible for you, practice with me. Okay, you will learn it now only in the class. First of all, remember there are three important parts of the sperm we are going to draw. First is the head, then middle piece, mid body you can say, and the tail. Okay, three important parts are there in the sperm body. So first we are going to draw the head part. I am drawing little small size because the space will not be there then. First step, the head part I am drawing. Now, from here, the T portion of the head is going to come here. Okay. Now there will be an overall membrane around it, the cell membrane.